Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Muhammad Amiruddin bin Abdul Jalil. I'm from class 6 PME3 and today I would like to present about the Boeing 737 MAX crisis and the effect towards the aviation industry. We are going to discuss about the incident involved in the crisis, the causes of the crash and the effect towards aviation industry. There were two 737 MAX crash within 5 months, which is the Lion Air Flight 610 and the Ethiopian Airlines Flight 302. The first incident, the Lion Air Flight 610. The Lion Air Flight 610 on board from Jakarta, Indonesia on 29 October 2018. It crashed a few minutes after takeoff and all 189 on board were killed. At first, they blamed the pilot because they figured out that the pilot did not follow the emergency procedure. But then when the second 737 MAX crash, which is the Ethiopian Airlines Flight 302, they stopped blaming the pilot and they start to questioning Boeing. How could a modern jet aircraft could crash within 5 months? Ethiopian's airline flight 302 was taking off from Addis Ababa, Ethiopia on 10 March 2019 and crashed a few minutes after they take off, and all 157 on board were killed in this incident. After the investigation, they figure out that the MCAS system faulty action has led and causing the aircraft to crash. What is MCAS? MCAS stands for Maneuvering Characteristic Augmentation System. It works depending on the angle of attack sensor on the aircraft. When the angle rises too high, it means that the aircraft is approaching stall. Therefore, the MCAS system automatically swivels the horizontal tail to lift the plane's tail while moving the nose down. Both aircraft were experiencing the same situation where their angle of attack sensor had problem, and due to that problem the MCAS system activated and pushed the nose down to avoid stall, but actually the aircraft did not approaching stall. And next, we could say that Boeing incompetency in informing the pilots about the MCAS system also could be one of the causes of the incident. This is because when the investigators conclude that the MCAS system was the main reason why the aircraft has crashed, all the 737 MAX pilot questioning what is the MCAS system. They didn't know about the MCAS system and they start to questioning Boeing regarding this matter. Okay, now we will go to the effect of the crisis towards aviation industry. I would like to divide my points into 4 segments, which is effect on Boeing, effect on orders and deliveries, Boeing suppliers, and lastly airlines. For the effect on Boeing, Boeing stated that they had an additional cost of 6.3 billion to deliver the 737 MAX due to suspend production in December 2019. They also reported that they lost 2.9 billion in the second quarter of 2019 and had a provision of 4.9 billion for airlines compensation. Their inventory grown by 6 billion and their stock market value dropped by 62 billion. Banks valued Boeing's direct costs at 20 billion and indirect costs of over 60 billion. And lastly, Boeing was charged 2.5 billion for fraud hiding information during the investigation. For the effect on orders and delivery, the 737 MAX were grounded for 20 months, and during that period, Boeing had 4,636 unfilled orders worldwide, which is estimated around 600 billion. They also lost 87 aircraft orders in 2019, and at the end of the year, their overall total orders of aircraft is 4,496, which is quite low compared with their competitors Airbus A320neo, which is 7,539. For the effect on Boeing suppliers, we know that when a big company falling, the sub company will also affected too. So in this case, such as Spirit Aerosystem lost 28% of its market capitalization, which is around 3 billion. Safran Aircraft Engine lost 354 million. General Electric lost 1.4 billion due to the delayed sales of engines for the 737 MAX. United Technologies lost around 600 million of their revenue. And lastly, Extra Aerospace Incorporate. The Extra Aerospace was the sole supplier to the angle of attack sensor for the 737 MAX, and the FAA has revoked its certificate due to failure in repair the parts and unable meet the safety requirement. Lastly, the effect towards the airline. Many airlines such as Norwegian, India SpiceJet, and China Eastern Airlines revoked compensation from Boeing due to costs related of the 737 MAX being grounded and their revenue loss. Southwest Airlines cancelled thousands of flights and stated that they had a financial impact of 435 million for the first three quarters of 2019. Bloomberg LP, an analysis company, estimated that total Boeing compensation towards all airlines would approach 1.4 billion during that time. And on January 7, 2021, Boeing settled to pay 1.77 billion compensation to airlines to their customer. That's all from me. I hope you guys enjoy my video and understand what I'm talking about. That's it. Thank you.